The daily routine in this man-made machine. It's Rhyme and Reason 821.
Here's your rhyme and reason. Oh yeah.
Hey there, Tony here, and I'll tell you right up front, this episode is going to be pretty much the opposite of the last episode where I was just having fun and playing a little beach music. This one goes back to the dangerous dark days, and 9 years ago I wrote about that we live in particularly dangerous times, and I was writing that 9 years ago, and I'm happy to report that the worst is blown over and you're safe once again. So you can go back to your daily routine without worry and without fear. But remember to thank your government for keeping you covered, because without its benign benevolence and actuated authority, I hesitate to think where we'd be. Yeah, that's not it. Of course, your daily routine always includes dangerous times. Of course it does, because there are lots and lots and lots of really mad people all around the world. What do you suppose gets so many people so riled up? People aren't born dangerous. You might say they have to grow into it. In fact, I just did say it. And selfish decisions are the easiest path to danger. Now, thank goodness you and I don't have to concern ourselves with all that nonsense, right? Yeah, as long as we mind our own business, we can enjoy our daily routine without a care in the world, right? Just the way God intended. Cue the lilting music and springy, sunshiny video. There we go. Yeah. I just read an article that it's a tough one. I hate to even bring it up because it's horrible what happened. Anyway, it's a couple of what I would call mocha-shaded guys. They decided they wanted to see what it would be like to kill a white person. Yep, that's what they decided. They wanted to see what it would be like to kill a white person. So they shot a 66-year-old guy in the back with a hollow point bullet as he was doing this dastardly thing, and that was repairing somebody's mailbox. He was a handyman, and the victim is reported to have a mom in her 90s who depended on him. You know, he was taking care of his mom. So right there in the middle of his easygoing handyman daily routine, he was murdered. What makes a person stoop to that lowest level? What has to happen to drive someone to murder? I got my answer. It's rebellion. That's what I believe it is. Someone who can murder a fellow human being is someone who'd rather be a god with a little g than acknowledge the true God with a capital G. Murderers and rapists and child molesters, they're the lowest rebellious scumbags in the world. And that's saying something, because this world is full of scumbaggery. I'll put it that way. Those murderers and rapists and child molesters, they're in such rebellion against God, though, that if he says black, they say white. And if he calls something evil, they call it good. And true love, the love of God, the true love of God is not in them. It's just not there. Because this world is full of BSOs. You've heard of those, right? Bright, shiny objects. They can be things or possessions and even other people. And whatever they are, they can demand your complete love and attention. And that, to coin the lyrics in a Kim Carnes song, is where the trouble lies. And I believe that tendency is inside you and me, too. You know, we don't get a pass. But it's not your own kindness or live and let live attitude that sets you apart from the murderer. That's not it. It's either that you've acknowledged there is a creator God, or that you've at least acknowledged that you are not God. One place in the Bible describes that as the beginning of wisdom. And the Bible says, wisdom is the principal thing. It's more precious than jewels or gold. Wisdom places a high value on people, because only people are created in the image and likeness of God. Only us human beings. But wisdom is as far removed from wicked people as heaven is from hell. So, here's my recommendation for your time on this dangerous planet. Grab the grace of God and never let go. And I need to remind myself of that. Grab the grace of God and never let go. You're so valuable to God, the creator of the universe, maker of heaven and earth and all things, that he took a terrible punishment and died for you and me and everyone else. And I may sound old-fashioned and out of touch, but if so, let me never be modernized to the point of forgetting that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. I always want to be that old-fashioned, and that's the only news that's going to take you through the dangerous times of your life, and that's what I hold on to. All right, thank you so much for tuning in to this more serious episode of Rhyme and Reason, but that's how they get sometimes. And remember, this is Tony from TonyFunderburk.com reminding you that life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason.